Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So glad to have you here with me. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about birds' health. We'll be talking about what to do if you have a sick bird in your flock. Unfortunately, this is a problem that sooner or later we all face, and it's normal. Birds get sick, and when they do, they usually don't show many signs or symptoms prior to falling ill. You may leave in the morning after feeding your birds and they're all fine, and by the time that you get back home in the evening, one of them may be on the cage floor fluffed up. Its wings may be a bit droopy, or it may have its head tucked in. It may also be open mouth breathing, or it may have a dirty vent. And unfortunately, when this happens, we have very little time to act. So the quicker we are at helping, the better the outcome will be for that bird. Now, it's always best, if possible, to take that sick bird to the vet and get treatment there. But unfortunately, this isn't always the case, and some of us may not be able to do this, whether it's because the vet is too far away or because it's after hours and it's just not a possibility to take it at that time. So in case this happens, this video that I'm going to share with you guys today is going to be something that will hopefully help you out. Here I'm going to share a couple of tips on what you can do at home to save your bird's life, and a first aid kit that everyone should have ready in case of a situation like this. So let's get started with the items that we're going to need for emergency first aid kit. And number one, we're going to need a hospital cage. Now, this is very important because any bird that is sick, the first thing that you want to do is you want to isolate that bird from anybody else that you may have in that cage so that you can stop the spread of the infection. Now, if the bird is by itself, you can leave it in that cage, but personally I recommend that you always have a hospital cage or a smaller cage where you can place this bird into. The reason why we want to use a smaller cage is because in a smaller cage we're able to control the bird a little bit better. We're able to monitor it a little bit closer. The food and the water are closer together, so this bird doesn't have to spend a lot of energy going from the water to the food and back to the perch. The less energy that it spends, the better and faster the bird will recuperate. Moving on to item number 2 on our list, you're going to want to have a heat bulb in your emergency kit. Now, the reason for having a heat bulb is because unfortunately when a bird gets sick, it loses the ability to control its internal body temperature. Once a bird loses this ability, it starts to fluff up, and that causes it to expend a lot of energy trying to keep itself warm. So if we're able to help it by keeping it warm with an external source of heat, then the bird doesn't have to expend so much energy trying to warm itself up, and it can use that energy towards trying to get better. The last thing that you need for your toolkit is the medication that you're going to be treating the bird with. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how do I know what medication to get if I don't even know what is causing my bird to be sick? And that is usually the problem. Most of the times we have no idea exactly what could be causing the bird to be sick. So we need to make sure that we grab a medication that is broad spectrum. Personally, this is the medication that I keep on hand and use when I don't know the exact cause of the illness in the bird. It's a 4-in-1 powder that pretty much treats 4 of the most common diseases in birds. This isn't the only type of medication out there. There are other varieties and other brands that you can use as long as it's a broad spectrum medication, a 4-in-1, a 5-in-1, and so on. Well guys, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope that this emergency first aid kit for sick birds is helpful to you guys. If you don't have one set up yet, I recommend that you get these things in case that you encounter this problem in the future. If you've enjoyed the video, like always, give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.